Jamie Foxx, Steve Jobs, Gary Coleman, Nicole Richie, and Jack Nicholson. Not only do these celebrities have fame and fortune in common, but they also were registered in the foster care system at one point. Making sure a foster child gets to the right home is very crucial. Over 370,000 kids are in a foster home around the U.S. according to the National Council of Adoption, stated by Abortion No. The cycle of adoption can be ended if we can get kids into a safe and happy home. Adoption can affect children in a positive or negative way. It all depends on how well they're being taken care of at foster homes and their age. Growing up in foster homes can have a negative or positive effect on children. It all depends on how well they're being taken care of. Some positive and negative effects are financial stability and emotional bonding. With financial stability, children who are often in foster homes are there because their parent cannot take care of them financially. So they hope that someone who can financially take care of them will come along and adopt them. Emotional bonding is very important because when you adopt a child, you're accepting him into your family. This is creating an emotional bond that that child needs. The age of a child is the age of a child and how often they move around could be some negative effects. Adoption affects older children versus younger children, according to Encyclopedia 2016. According to Adopt Vietnam, children who move around from foster home a lot often suffer from depression, aggression, and even antisocial behavior. Although adoption can have positive and negative effects, a big influence is the foster homes. Children in foster care do not have the care they need and are often put in poor living conditions. Foster homes do not have the tools to teach the kids what they need to know, so usually they will have bad reading skills or bad critical thinking. The staff play a big role in this also because the staff are there to take care of the children, and if they don't give the child the attention they need, they often feel neglected. According to Adoption Vietnam, foster home place kids at risk of serious exposures. Children in Vietnam are at risk of environmental harm. Some foster homes have mass capacity, and with that being said, if one child gets sick, it can affect the whole foster home. And when a child reaches the legal adult, this is often called aging out. According to Encyclopedia 2016, aging out is when a child reaches the age of 18 and he is considered an independent individual and he is basically kicked out of the foster home. According to Children's Sanctuary Network in 2011, the highest percent of children who get adopted are between the ages of 1 through 5 years old. When the child is aged out, they do not have the skills or tools they need to survive on their own. This could affect whether they go to college or not. This can also affect if they can find a job because they did not have the tools or preparation they needed. With this information, you will now have a broader knowledge of what affects adopted kids. Although foster homes have their flaws, they have some positive outcomes to them too. Kids in foster homes do not always get adopted, and they don't always live in ideal conditions. So the next time you hear about adoption, you will know a little bit more about what affects an adopted kid and what they've been through.